Alright, so today I'll show you guys how to use Total Connect 2.0. You guys can access it by going to FroulaAlarms.com. You can also search Froula Alarms in the Google site, or if you have the tab up here. And what you'll do, you go to our website, scroll down to the bottom, it's on the right here, Total Connect Logon. It'll redirect you here. It tells you the red is the old Total Connect, blue is the new one. So if your system's fairly recently installed, you're going to have the Total Connect 2.0. Click on the icon. It's going to redirect you to the Total Connect site. You can save a bookmark on your web browser if you'd like, and just log in with your username and password that we would have provided you, or you can change it to whatever you'd like. Okay, so once you've logged in, you have your weather widget up in the top here. Shows you everything, and most of it is, if you start down at the bottom, it's going to be most of your user changes that the location settings and user you're only going to have on the web browser. And on the mobile app, you're going to have events and the security features here. So if you hover over the guy and click the edit button, this right here is going to set up all of your login info and all that. So you can change username, password. Just want to make sure that you only get your password right the first time, because there's no confirmation line. So it has to be at least 6 characters. And you can put your first name, last name in here. You can also display your user codes. Make sure that's clicked. And this over here is, you want to make sure you have your code. If you're the master code, you're going to be 02, and then they go up from there, 03, 04, all the way up. But you have to have a code in here to use these quick arm buttons up top. If you don't have them, it's going to prompt you for a user code and it won't go through. So, and then right here is your email. You want to make sure your email's in here. You can choose whatever attachment options you'd like. And then once you're done there, you just hit save. It'll email you a validation code, and you just type it in. Validates it. You can also set it up for text messaging. If you enter your phone number here, pick your provider, and then hit save once again. You just hit the little X here. It'll delete someone if you just want to set them up temporarily so they get notifications or any of that. And then once you're done, you just hit save. I'm going to hit cancel just in case I changed anything. And you also, it'll show all the users that are on your Total Connect account. You can add new users. Just click the tab here, give them a username, password, first and last name so you know who it is. Set up an email. If it's just a temporary one, you can do it with your email that is in the administrator slot and call them whatever, you know. You don't have to give them the username and password if you don't want them to have it, but if you want to be able to see them accessing the system, do it that way. Give them a user code, do any of that. Okay, just hit cancel and it'll get rid of that right there. And if you have any users in your panel already that just have a code but don't have a Total Connect account, if you just synchronize your users, this right here is going to make it so that all of the codes in the panel are going to be here, and it's just going to display panel user only, and you can go in and access their codes, do any of that. So that finishes with that user slot. You can just hit the minus there and it'll minimize them. The plus brings them back. So then also, now the next one's locations. Hover over it, hit edit. You can set up, address. That makes the widget up top where it's at the time zone. If you have any changes made to your panel itself from our office, you want to make sure you hit synchronize panel data. That'll bring all the new info back in for you and keep your zone lists on here up to date. You can also, same thing with the user, as in here you can click on the little camera icon here and add a picture if you'd like. And then this up here is going to be all of your arming. It's just a single one click, arms the system. There's a little bit of a lag time, so if you're standing by your keypad in your house testing it, you want to give it 30 seconds or up to 2 minutes just in case. And you can also click the little keypad icon here, this right here. So right there, it's arm stay. It's going to give you the countdowns here, everything, tell you all your sensors, telling you it's arm stay. You can use this just like your keypad in your house. Everything's there. So it's the little house with the lock. It'll bring you back here. You just click disarm. The disarming goes really fast. There's no lag time there, so that'll work pretty quick. So we'll go back into here. So right here is going to display all of your zones on your panel. So if you have 2 zones like this, or if you have 50 zones in your panel, it'll display them all here. You can bypass them. Okay. This little icon here is going to let you know it's bypassed. It tells you right here, disarmed with bypasses, ready to arm. If a door or something's open and you're out of town, you could use that feature. Just click this guy and it'll unbypass them. Okay. And then up here, this right here is going to display everything that's happening on your system, whether it's on Total Connect or at the panel itself. So if you have a bunch of users in there, it'll display the users here. It'll just say panel user 2, which will be the master. Panel user 3 is just another user slot, and it goes all the way up, depending on your panel, 30 to 250. So, and it'll display them all here. You can delete the ones you don't want. You can also set these up for notifications. If you go into setup right here, click on the house with the lock, and right here you can set up any of the arming, disarming, any of this, stay away. It'll send you an email or a text, whatever you have set up in your user slot here. Do this. Sensor alarm, something goes into alarm. Sensor open and close. You want to be careful with this one because it emails you every time it opens and every time it closes. So if it's your front door, you're going to get one every time you walk in the house and every time you leave the house. You can also set it up down here with systems for anytime you get an AC loss, AC restore. That's the main power going to your panel. And you can also have the backup battery alert you as well. That stuff, the way you do it, just click on them, hit this little plus notifications. Default group is going to be all of your users that are in there. If you have different groups set up, they'll all be displayed here. And then basically you just hit save. Kicks you all the way out, just go back in. You can see there's a little 1 here. It's going to let you know that it's all set up for a notification. So anytime the power goes out, it's going to notify you. Click here. You can, on the ones that are set up, you can delete them right out. Hit save if you get tired of getting emailed about them. There's also the help bar up here. If you have any more questions, you can click there. It'll notify you, let you know everything.